Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Of course, shout out to the 19. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. By the way, I just popped into my head before I started doing this, so I'm thinking of maybe at 13,000 subscribers, I'll give away a t-shirt to one of the subscribers. So I'm thinking about that. Probably will happen. So be sure and be sure and subscribe to the channel. And this, I tell you what, I had to look around. I got another video on another topic as to why there are some topics I don't cover. Well, I mean, first of all, I can't cover everything, but also sometimes the reason I'm late is because I want to make sure something's absolutely true because there have been plenty of things that went around, went viral, got lots of engagement and attention from people who ran with it right away because they wanted to be first, and they turned out not to be true, like some of the Angel Reese quotes and so on. But check this out. WNBA Players Union chooses Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in social media post. Now, I have no problem with this headline because it is true, but obviously they used Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark's name for a reason. Well, Angel Reese's, because Caitlin Clark's name had to be in this. But it's not just Angel Reese, folks. This is wild. We're talking about the Players Union now. What did they choose, though? This isn't just in a social media post, okay? This is about merchandise. This is merch that we're talking about. Moving merch, making money selling merchandise. Do you know a WNBA player in the history of the league who has come even close to moving the merchandise Caitlin Clark has moved in the year plus, what, month or 2 months that she has been a WNBA player? The answer is no, in case you were wondering, in case you had an aneurysm that caused you to not be able to figure out the answer to that question. It was no. Now, Caitlin Clark was injured for a while. Angel Reese and the Sky are what, 2-7? Wait, no, that win they just had against against the Sun was win 3, right? Yeah, so I think this came out right before that. So this actually came out last night. Now, it is true. They are absolutely two of the most popular players in the WNBA. Uh, I love this. However, it's Clark who holds the edge when it comes to viewership and attendance records. The edge, really? The edge? You have an interesting definition of the word edge. Because when I hear something said like that has the edge, I'm thinking, oh, it's got to be pretty close. It's not close. They're not in the same universe. It is like Star Trek versus Star Wars. Come on now. Now, here's where it gets really wild. The Basketball Players Association, the union for current women's professional basketball players in the WNBA. Yeah, that's right. They decided against Clark. But you know what? Does that surprise anyone? When you look at what the union has done, it has never put out anything in support of Clark, right? It tried to get Christine Brennan fired for asking Dejanay Carrington why she tried to stab Caitlin Clark's eye out with her ridiculous fingernails that are a weapon and should not be allowed in a basketball game. That got the WNBPA's attention. But check this out. They partnered with FM Cases, a company that designs unique phone cases, and it's going to be selling 8 different officially licensed cases featuring stars around the WNBA. Rep your favorite WNBA star, the dual post read. Official player cases now available. Pick your favorite today. You But guess what? You can't rep your favorite WNBA star. Why not? Why can you not do that? Because out of the 8 options, none of them are Caitlin Clark. Dallas Wings guard Paige Beckers, Las Vegas Aces forward Asia Wilson, New York Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart, Minnesota Lynx forward Nafisa Collier, Los Angeles Sparks stars Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink, and there is the post. There it is, folks. Now, look, I want to be flat out because, again, like I said, I don't like to run with things that are not true, so I am going to give you the caveat that it is possible they went to Clark and she said no, but that's highly doubtful unless there's something in a contract that Caitlin Clark has elsewhere. Although I don't recall anything that would cross over into phone cases, but I'm just putting it out there as a just in case. I could not find anything. If it is something, it's in the small print in the contract, something that we are not privy to. But come on now, how do you do something like this and not do whatever it takes. Again, unless there's a contract issue, which I am doubtful of, how do you not find a way to get Caitlin Clark on board? Even if you're giving her a much, much higher percentage, how do you not get her on board with this? It seems absolutely absurd. So let's talk about Caitlin Clark just a little bit as a reminder to what's going on. She has been an absolute powerhouse in merch sales. Just like I said, probably the only player in the WNBA who's ever made a dent in merch sales overall. She's impacted the market in her rookie season absolutely in 2024. Let's talk about a few of the things. Jersey sales, right? Jersey sales. She was the second best basketball selling jersey, including when you get into the NBA. The only one she trailed was Golden State's Steph Curry, folks. Yeah, that's right. Her jersey outsold LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum. Fanatics reported that Clark's jersey sold out in less than an hour after she was drafted as the number one overall pick in April of 2024. The top seller for any draft night pick in the company's history. So, guess what? Again, that would include the NBA. Her jersey sales, obviously, a big contributor to a 500 to 1,000% increase in WNBA player specific merchandise sales by the 2024 All Star break. I think her All Star, and that was limited edition. Her All Star jersey sold out like in minutes. We know all about her card auction prices, right? Panini Prism WNBA Signatures Gold, Final Prism Rookie 366,000. We had cards that went for 234,850. Another one that went for 244,000. A card that sold for 84,000. I think there were, and on and on. PSA reported grading over 105,000 Caitlin Clark cards since the 2024 WNBA season began. Number two. And this is why it was funny when they said the edge for with Angel Reese, because it's a chasm, it's a Grand Canyon, it's a freaking universe. Angel Reese was second on that card rating list with 7,200, 105,000, 7,200. And of course, we could talk about Wilson basketball launches, right? Wilson, to me, like the company that has known what to do with Caitlin Clark and was fully on board with maximizing her value when you're paying her. Okay. No one else wanted to do it. No one. It's bizarre that we actually can sit here and have to say like Wilson is somehow brave and courageous in what they're doing. But we know unprecedented demand for her Wilson basketball launches, more of which are coming soon, I believe. But her first Inspire series that sold out in under 40 minutes in September of 2024. Tens of thousands of units sold. This wasn't, we have 17 basketballs and we sold them out. You had the Fever Rising basketball that sold out in less than 30 minutes. I think that was in August last year. You had a second year line of signature basketballs are launching June 23rd, which is what I was talking about. So that's the ones coming up for June 23rd. I'm sure we'll have sellouts there as well. It's been absolutely wild. Check this out. eBay reported a 110% increase in WNBA item searches in 2024. Her collectibles accounted for $216,672, get this, of $219,906 in WNBA card sales at a golden auction in December of 2024. Think about that. It's basically all of it, right? 216,672 of 219,906. So $3,200 of the 219,000 plus were other players. So this is absolutely wild that the WNPBA could do something like this. I think, like, again, I give the caveat that maybe there was a reason it couldn't be worked out. But based on what we've seen from the WNBA in the past year, my guess is they didn't even go ask Caitlin Clark, which is absolutely insane. But again, that shows you where they are. They're incredibly jealous. They do not like Caitlin Clark in any way, shape, or form. And they will, what's the phrase? Bite off your nose to spite your face. Yeah, that sounds pretty appropriate here, but I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me also know about a t-shirt giveaway at 13,000 subscribers. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.